What's up, Virgo? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel, and this is another Virgo reading. Let's start with a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. This is going to be for all Virgo placements, February 17th through 23rd, I think, the upcoming week for Virgo. Keep in mind that this reading may not resonate with you. Take only what feels right, leave the rest for someone else. Anything you might need from me is in the description box down below. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already. Let's get into channel messages and then I will pull cards. There's part of me that just wants to pull cards though. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to pull cards, but I also have all these channel messages for you. So I guess we'll just start by pulling cards and then we'll get into the channel messages. The title of your reading is Gray Area, Don't Be Sad, and Fuck the Narrative. Yeah, so we'll see if those messages come out in the cards, but all right, angels, ancestors, guides, come through for Virgo. What messages do you have for Virgo this week? We're seeing the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo card. Very good to see. You're starting off the week as yourself or feeling like yourself. I am hearing feeling like yourself again. I feel like me again. That's what I'm hearing some of you say. Oh, I'm also getting that people are going to be seeing a different side of you this week. The emotionless side. And some people might be seeing a more emotional side from you this week. So I'm seeing the King of Cups and I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles. First thing I'm getting from this is that it's safe for you to feel your feelings, or it's safe for you to feel how you feel. It's safe for you to be vulnerable and emotional because the right people will come to your aid, or because the right people will be there for you. The right people will get it. Literally the 10 of Cups. Wow. I was getting this message of the people who get it, and the people who don't. And you don't have to explain to the people who don't get it. Yeah, the people who get it, and that's enough. But I am getting that some of you, there's a flip side to this where people are going to be seeing a different side of you, and it's the emotionless side. It's the, okay, I don't give a fuck, I don't care side to Virgo. And I'm getting that that's very frightening. Someone or some people are afraid of that side of you, but I'm getting that they asked for it. The Empress is here, and the Knight of Swords is here. They underestimated you. They mistook your kindness for weakness. They mistook your weaknesses in general because your weaknesses are also your strengths. Period. You have no weaknesses. Okay? And I'm getting that some people really underestimated you, counted you out, kicked you when you were down, laughed about you, laughed at you, and now they're seeing a different side of you. But they literally asked for it. And then it feels like because you're like giving these people the cold shoulder, you're also connecting to people where you do feel like it's safe to be yourself and to be emotional and vulnerable and communicate that. And that was the very first message I was getting from these cards, is that it's safe for you to feel how you're feeling. It's safe for you to be vulnerable with these newer people or with whoever you feel comfortable sharing this with, because the right people will get it. The people who get it will get it, and the people who won't get it will project onto you. And there was this message of take your own advice. Some of you are going to say that to someone this week with this Knight of Swords, with the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like some people are trying to give you advice for your life that you don't need or that you didn't ask for. And it's really advice for themselves with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. I'm hearing someone's had the answer all along, but they keep projecting it onto others. And I got this message that some people are really good at giving advice, but not taking it. And then it also reminded me of that message of like, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. Something about like giving them a taste of their own medicine. So that could literally apply. Maybe some of you are giving a taste of their own medicine back to someone or to some people, because this could even be groups of people. I was getting something about mean girls or just mean people in general, because I didn't want it to be like girls are mean or there's a group of mean girls, but there are mean girls, but there's also mean guys. There's just mean people out in the world. And it's because they're mean to themselves. It's because they really don't like themselves and they really don't like their life. So then they're mean to everybody else. But I really do feel like some of you are going to be clocking mean people this week. It's almost like you're seeing right through the facade of the meanness. You're only mean because you don't like yourself. You're only mean because you hate your life. That's your hatred. And that has nothing to do with me or all these other people you're being mean to. But I'm getting that Virgo can be mean, but Virgo is mean to the mean people. And like, I feel that so heavily because I have no problem upsetting or offending people who I don't want in my life. And I have no problem upsetting or offending people who are mean, because I can match your energy. We can go toe to toe, but I choose not to. I choose to love you and wish you well and choose compassion, because I know that people who are mean really just hate themselves. And I'm getting that some of you are going to be seeing some mean people, and it could even be these mean people who are trying to give you advice on your life that you didn't ask for. Ace of Cups just like fell off the deck when I said that. And it's like they need to take their own advice. Some people are great at giving advice, but not taking it. I'm also getting something about like, if you are sharing something online, just know that there's going to be people who are projecting their opinions onto whatever you're sharing online. That comes with the territory, unfortunately. Yeah, literally the Eight of Swords. It comes with the territory, the Hierophant. It comes as a part of your position. Some of you might be content creators, or maybe you post online on social media for some reason. And I just need you to know that if you are posting how you're feeling, there's going to be all types of reactions to it and all types of thoughts about it. But you already know this, right? With the Ace of Swords, you already know to expect that. Okay, so gray area was a message that was coming up too. I think the channel messages are starting to come through the cards as well. I'm starting to feel more comfortable. Gray area is something that I was getting, and I looked it up, and apparently gray area means a lot of different things. So I'd love to know what gray area means to you, if you feel called to put that in the comments for all of us to read. But gray area, and so I looked it up, and gray area means, let me read it for you so that I don't make a mistake. So I wrote down gray area is a lot of different things. And then I wrote down it's a situation where the boundaries and expectations are unclear. This could have to do with relationships. There could be like unclear boundaries or unclear expectations in a relationship. And so this is a gray area. But that was the main message I was getting. It has to do with like some sort of situation where we're not conforming to like a set of standards or a set of rules, and it makes me feel like it's a little confusing. So some of you might be in a gray area, and I'm getting that it might feel like a void. And I'm thinking it's because you're figuring out what you really want, and you're figuring out exactly which direction is right for you. So you may feel like you're in a gray area where things are unclear, and you're not sure what to expect, and you're not sure which direction we're heading in. That makes sense for some of you. And then I wrote down that it could also be cloudy and gray where you live this week. That could be confirmation. And then Spirit showed me a vision of a road with like slushy snow on it. So some of you might live in an area that is experiencing snow this week, or there's going to be some sort of rain, and then the snow gets a little slushy and muddy. So just be careful if you are having to drive this week if you live in that area. I heard Iowa. I don't know if Iowa's experiencing snow, but there could be some sort of winter storm in the Midwest in the United States, but you could live anywhere, of course. And then what else did I write down? Oh, cold plunge. So some people are seeing a new version of you this week, and it feels like it's a colder version of you, but I'm getting that they literally asked for it, and you're tired of helping these people, or you're tired of just like putting on a face or putting on like a show for other people. You're tired of performing. You know what I mean? Also, it's giving me this energy of like, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? But you're not good, or things are not good, or I don't like you. Like, you know what I mean? But we're just like pretending. You're dropping that this week, and you're really being like cold. But I love it. Personally, I think that these people deserve this coldness from you, but I thought that was a really good way to segue into cold plunges, because I just did a cold plunge. I was trying to get in the hot tub, but I think that our hot tub might actually be turned off for the winter. I don't know. I'm going to talk to somebody about that. I'm going to ask, but I decided to just get in it anyway because the weather is nice enough for me to be in colder water. And at first it was really, really cold, but I was like, mind over matter, you're warm, let's do this. I've heard so many great things about cold plunges and like ice baths, so I was like, let me try. And I was in there for like 10-15 minutes, because after the first like 90 seconds and me telling myself, you're good, you're warm, this is healthy, this is good for you, I started to feel warm and I started to feel comfortable, and I was able to really relax. And so I wrote down cold plunge could be a new way for you to find relaxation, because I am getting that for some of you, you've been having a hard time relaxing, myself included, and I was able to actually relax in the cold plunge, in the cold water with the hot tub jets blowing. It was just very relaxing, and I was like, this is maybe not a normal way for relaxation, or maybe it is, because right, what's normal is subjective, but I'm just getting that some of you might be finding new ways to relax this week. And I was also getting acupuncture, so that could resonate, but doesn't have to. And then I wrote down fuck the narrative, or fuck their narrative. And because I keep getting this message of people telling you, don't be sad, don't be mad, don't feel that way, don't think that way, don't do that. And like, stop telling Virgo what to think or how to feel. Stop that. Don't tell me what to do was a message that was coming through from your spirit as well this week. It feels like some of you are telling someone, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to feel. Don't tell me not to be sad. Don't tell me. Tell yourself. Because I'm allowed to feel how I feel. I'm allowed to think what I think. I'm allowed to be me. Don't tell me how to feel. And that's also the gray area, because you're not conforming to how other people are telling you how to think and how to feel. Now, some of these people who are telling you don't be sad, don't feel sad, they don't know how else to comfort you or support you, because some people never learn how to comfort themselves, which I'm really learning, because I learned how to self-soothe very early, and I learned how to kind of self-parent very early, and I'm really grateful for that life lesson and those life lessons that led me to the ability to comfort myself. And yes, sometimes I like express my distraught, or I express what I'm going through, what I'm feeling, because I know it will help other people. And also, it's good to let things out of your system. It's good to get things off your chest, yes? But I'm realizing and I'm learning that some people never learn how to comfort themselves, so they don't know how to comfort somebody else. And so then they try to say things, or they try to do this, and it just doesn't help, you know? But some people do have good intentions. They just don't know how to comfort you, or they just don't know how to comfort themselves, so they don't know how to comfort you, right? In addition to the Fuck the Narrative channel message, I wanted to tell you about this story, because last night I was talking to Wrangler, and I was just having this moment with him where we were talking about how could someone just drop you off on the side of the road? Like, how could anybody abandon you? I literally adore this little nugget. I literally adore this guy, and I just don't understand how anybody could just dump him, you know? And so we were having this little discussion, me talking to him and him just listening and looking at me. And I was like, fuck that narrative. Fuck the narrative that you're unlovable. Fuck the narrative that you're abandoned. Fuck that. Because you're home now. You're safe now, and you're loved now. And I really felt that for myself too. And I was like, you know, sometimes it is okay to say, fuck those people. Fuck what those people think. Fuck that narrative. Sometimes it's okay to do that. And so I was telling him that last night, and now I wanted to share that story with you guys too. Let's move on to your last channel message. It says, you're not missing out on anything. It might feel like you are, but I promise you're not. Especially if you're seeing things on social media or online or on TV, and you feel like you're missing out right now, you're not. I'm getting that some of you are being prepared for like a dream life, and it really feels like it's kicking off whenever spring hits. Spring in the Northern Hemisphere, right? So like March 20th, March 21st, whenever we move into Aries season, it makes me feel like that's when you're going to finally get to do the things that you feel like you've been missing out on. And so that's why you're not missing out on anything right now. It might look like other people are experiencing things and doing things that you want to be doing, but you're not missing out on anything. And I was getting this visual of like this part of you that thought that you would never get to achieve certain things is kind of dying, or like being pulled apart from you. And while this version of you is being shed, the version of you that believes you are worthy and deserving, and you're seeing the visuals of your manifestations coming in for you, you feel so close to them. You're getting closer as this version of you that doesn't believe that it's possible is being pulled away or being shed. And I'm getting that it's only another month or so. It feels like another like month or so, 30 to 60 days. And then you'll be living the dream life, or then you'll be doing all those things you feel like you're missing out on, if that resonates for some of you. Okay, so those are all of the channel messages. I feel called to do an inner child reading to end this out, just because we had that Leo full moon last week, and it was very emotional for so many of us. But I think that our inner child was really trying to come through, because I think that the inner child has messages for us. And so some of you might be doing some sort of inner child therapy or inner child healing around this time too, maybe even this week. But I'm getting that your inner child has a message for you with the Magician card here. Your imagination is magical. And then we're seeing the King of Swords. Definitely your inner child has messages for you. All right, they want to communicate something. Tell me what this is. What messages does the inner child have for Virgo? Two of Cups. I love you, first and foremost. You are my best friend. I am your best friend. And you are worthy and deserving of a love that loves as deep as you. That's something that's something that your inner child and your spirit guides are saying. You deserve a love that loves as deep as you. And we're seeing the Six of Wands here. If it hasn't happened yet, it will soon. or if it hasn't happened yet, it has to. Yeah, you haven't been forgotten about. Your inner child also wants you to know you haven't been forgotten about. There's some sort of like illusion or confusion around you that your inner child is trying to like wake you up to. I'm getting that like something is just a game or something is just for show. Maybe other people's relationships are just for show or just for some sort of comfort or safety. They can't love as deep as you, or they don't love as deep as you. But I'm also getting like, there could be people around you being flashy and it's not real. It's fake. Fake designer, fake cars, fake homes, fake money, fake talent, fake words. I don't know. Something could be really fake around you or online, and your guides are saying that you are real and you deserve what's real, and your inner child is saying that too. It makes me feel like the fake and the phony could have been affecting you recently. Maybe you've been like clouded by it or confused by it. That could be the gray area, because you're like, wait, I'm worthy and deserving of these things too, but why isn't it happening for me? Why don't I have these things? Right? Why am I not where I should be, where I think I should be? And I'm gonna tell you that comparison is the thief of joy. And I don't know how much that helps you, but comparison is the thief of joy. One more card here on the Seven of Cups. Something is smoke and mirrors, but I'm getting that you're reading right through it this week. Your inner child could be showing you something is smoke and mirrors. And then we're seeing the Four of Swords. You could have a dream about someone being fake or something being fake. And then we're seeing the Queen of Cups. Like, your intuition is telling you that something is fake, something is phony. And you're like, oh, okay, that makes me feel better. It's like the mist or the fog is gone as soon as you figure out something is fake or something is phony. You're like, oh, okay. And it just makes sense. You're like, that makes sense. That's fake. But I couldn't tell it was fake. Something is so fake it looks real, or so fake it seems real. This could be a relationship. This could be people who have been in relationships for a really long time, but have been faking it for a really long time. So it's so fake it seems real. Wow. Oh my God. Also, the Three of Cups is showing up here. I got this message that you're going to see someone who you haven't seen in years, like 3 or 4 years. Because I ran into somebody today. I was at Nordstrom Rack. I didn't buy anything, but I was just there. And I ran into somebody who I used to be friends with years ago. And we just kind of fell apart and grew apart is the better word. Yeah, grew apart. We grew apart. That's the better phrasing. But I ran into her today. She spotted me and then was like, Chandler? And I was like, oh my God, hi. And we had a whole conversation and we just caught up to where we are in life now. And it was really beautiful and unexpected. But some of you are going to be running into someone who you haven't seen in years. And it could be somebody you used to be friends with or used to have some sort of connection with. And I'm also getting that somebody could be in a fake marriage, but it's so fake that it's real, meaning that they have some sort of contract or documents signed. And I'm getting that somebody's trying to leave their wife for you or leave their spouse for you, and you want no part of it. Somebody might say that to you this week. I'm going to leave my spouse for you. I'm going to leave my person for you. You're like, don't do that. Don't do that. Go to therapy. Tell your spouse that you don't want to be with them, but like, no, don't do that. I'm seeing the Ten of Wands here, and then I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles, and I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles. Somebody's literally trying to put you in a love triangle that you didn't ask for, and 10-10 is here for some of you. And I'm really getting that somebody could be trying to like include you in like a throuple situation, or could be telling you that they're leaving their person for you. You're like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want that with you. No, thank you. Yeah, that's so funny. You're like, I want my own thing. I want what's meant for me. I want my own. Thank you. That's so interesting. That was like specific and came out of nowhere. Okay. So yeah, we're seeing the Devil card here, right? Somebody is already connected or contractually connected or obligated to be with someone else. They have some sort of karmic contract with someone else, but they're like so into you, so impressed by you, so something with you. And they're like, I'm leaving my person to be with you. And you're like, please don't do that. No, thank you, because I won't be here for you when you leave your person. All right, so go talk with your person, go figure things out with them, go to therapy, but it's not me. It's just not me. Virgos really do tend to attract the married ones or the people who are already in connections. All right, anything else Virgo needs to know for this upcoming week? February 17th through the 23rd, we're seeing the Queen of Cups. Please do not doubt your intuition or your emotions because you are spot on. It's so scary. And I'm getting with this blue, people are seeing this like blue hue around you, this blue aura, which blue is very healing. The color blue is incredibly healing and medicinal. So your coldness is actually medicinal. Now, of course, don't take it too far, but you're Virgo. You know your limits. And I'm getting something about your coldness is medicinal. You're giving these people a taste of their own medicine and they don't like it, but they need it. The Justice card. They don't like it, but they need it. Period. The people who get it, get it. The people who don't. And you don't have to explain yourself to them. That's it for this week, Virgo. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, information is in the description box down below. I have a website. That's the only way to get a personal reading with me. I will never reach out to you to ask you for money or to ask you for a reading. Those are scammers pretending to be me to get money from you, so please don't get scammed. The website in my description box is the only way to get a reading with me. That's it for me, though. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I'm sending you so much love always. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Peace.